Before a ball had been kicked, myself included, everyone had tipped Rovers to lose by a comfortable margin. Wigan, with only a couple of key players missing and a few more pulling out prior to the match, were expected to win at a canter. However, KR ripped up the script and gave it the biggest rewrite. As did journos. The word "belief" was spoken about in the dressing room prior to the match, as coach Tim Sheens revealed, and those words of wisdom worked a treat. Hull KR's Quinlan scores against Wigan Warriors. Image, Dave Greaves. The 24-8 victory did have that feel, that emotion, of those brilliant 2007 days when David beat Goliath under the Friday night lights. Here's hoping this isn't just a one-off for Rovers, but they won't get carried away. The reality is that Rovers needed one of these freak results, if you like, to climb the table. Fixtures still await KR and Castleford twice, and St Helens across the next 3 weeks, but after beating Wigan last night, confidence has undoubtedly rocketed in the Robins camp. Masoan scrutinized immense after pointing the finger firmly on his own substandard performance against Hull FC at the Magic weekend. Maso answered critics within himself with an outstanding show. He'll have come up against Wigan on a number of occasions during his St Helens days, but that will be up there with one of the best from the forward. Hull KR's Maso on the charge against Wigan Warriors. Image, Dave Greaves, punishing in the meters, giving it to the Warriors' defense at every opportunity. Maso was immense in scrutin, both coming off the bench, wasn't too far behind. KR have been criticized for not winning the pack battle, but hands down, they got on top of Sean Wayne's men and that laid the platform for the victory. Will Dagger an interesting choice in the Habs pre-match? All the talk was with how Tim Sheens would name his ever-changing lineup, and true to his previous selections, he sprung a surprise name in the Habs. Will Dagger, the 19-year-old, partnered Maurice Blair in the pivots, and was given a huge task of guiding Rovers to a famous victory over the Wigan Warriors. Hull KR coach Tim Sheens says these the games you remember, after hailing season best display with just half a dozen appearances to his name in 2018. Dagger, who scored twice on dual registration for York City Knights last weekend, was keen to make an impression. Early doors, you could see he was attempting to trick Wigan, using chip kicks to catch the defense out, running at the line, and certainly the Pontefract native, likened in the past to the on-field skills of Zach Hardiker, didn't lack confidence. Hull KR's Will Dagger. His moment of magic came for Quinlan's score in the first half, getting the crucial offload away to send the fullback in to put Rovers in front for the first time, and they didn't look back. Until Rovers get their full complement back in the spine, namely Danny McGuire and Sean Lunt, I can see Sheens continuing his experiment, but Dagger gives you plenty of speed and brightness with ball in hand. There were critics of KR's halfback pairing of Tommy Lee and Blair in previous weeks, with Chris Atkin coming on at hooker, but there are many options you feel yet to be explored by Sheens. Quinlan, himself, is yet to play at 6 this year. Is that one that Sheens could go for in the future? Who knows, but for now, Dagger's thrown his name in the halfback's hat. Who gets the call-up to replace Carney? With Justin Carney set for a spell on the sidelines with a broken hand, there's 3 players vying for the left wing role. Ryan Shaw, Kieran Moss and Will Oakes are all in contention to face Castleford Tigers, and you'd have to go with the former in terms of who is favourite to land the spot. KR could ill afford to lose Carney for another big spell again, with scans to determine his injury layoff. The club's top meter maker had only just returned from a shoulder problem, but now looks set for more time on the treatment table. Hull KR's Justin Carney against Wigan Warriors. Image, Dave Greaves, Shaw should resume normal practice on the right edge, with young Elliot Wallace also putting his hand up to be switched to the left to partner Junior Vivai once more. Where does that leave Muss? Perhaps he was harshly left out of last night's affair after his hat-trick of scores against Hull FC, but he'll be firmly in the hat too to face the Tigers. Who would you go for? All changed in the bottom four at the time of writing. Hull KR sit 10th above Catalan's Dragons, who host Leeds Rhinos this tea time in Perpignan. Much rosier than 5 days ago as the Black and Whites sent Rovers bottom of Super League. It's all changed now, after last night's results, in the bottom four complexion. Huddersfield Giants occupy 8th spot as they leapfrog Salford, whilst Widnes Vikings slip to the foot of the ladder following their defeat to Wakefield Trinity. Rovers' win, against the odds, puts them now within 3 points of the top 8, with home games coming up against Huddersfield and Salford, coupled with a trip to Widnes, on the horizon. Massive tests they will undoubtedly be, and there's still plenty to play for. Get the Hull Live app. The Hull Live app will keep you up to date with everything happening here. The Hull Live app is the home of everything that's happening in Hull. It's completely free and features all the latest news, sport and what's on information. You can download it for iPhone and iPad from Apple's App Store, or get the Android version from Google Play.